You know how some days you're pissed off, and it just keeps building and building and building and growing, and, oh, but I didn't even click the start game button, and it just keeps getting worse and worse. Well, I didn't know that until two things happened in my life. A, I got friends. B, I worked in retail. And some days it feels like both of those kind of suck equally. So you know what I thought fit that? Hades. And because we're running through hell.
My keepsakes.
By a family that hates this guy. And I need to rank these up, I haven't really used these. It's been forever since I played this game, so fair warning, I'm probably gonna suck. Let's talk about some stuff today that, oh my gosh, I just absolutely can't stand. Hell mode, this guy.
Should help.
So you know when you're working, and like, you know, you would do retail, whatever. Heat gauge. What are we building today? Let's do a build, shall we? Something like this. Tight deadline's kind of funny, not too difficult, typically. Lasting consequences is less HP, Jerry summons, more enemies. The new techniques, which I feel like aren't too difficult by themselves. I need 12 here for that. I'll go for 12. I don't really use the rail too much. It's fun though, I like the gun in this game. Damage control, approval. Screw it. This and two of these. I probably just picked two awful, and when I say awful, I mean actually just awful. Boons, debuffs, whatever these things are. Oh, starting with a hammer stick. Free run burst, number for reload. So I haven't played this movie forever, so I'm gonna have to relearn this. That's the cast button. Is it Q for the special? Probably should have like it warmed up on the dummy. Oh well. I'll probably miss a fishing spotter, 8 million of them.
Nice.
But yeah, so things that piss me off. Well, let's talk about retail for a second. The days where people just don't want to look you in the face because, well, they've got other things like business, life, and whatever, just busy with themselves. So that's fine. I think it's good to have a life, healthy work-life balance. But I feel like, you know, sometimes people, like, you know, deserve, like, the tiniest bit of respect, I don't know. And maybe people agree for that, like, basic human decency, but that's not too hard to ask for, I think. This game is definitely the most standout game. I love the plot of this game, I love the story. I'm actually not tripping any notes today, so I'm gonna see how that goes. Chain Lightning's actually pretty sick. Look at how rapidly I can attack with this character. Let's do Chaos. It's funny. Does this bleed into my timer? Technically it does.
I have a guest. You chose to visit me.
Next ring down is special. With cast with bonus damage. Can't earn gold. I'm down for this honestly. No gold, but doesn't play with bonus damage. It's always cool. I know with this I'll feel a little bit too, so I'll get back some of that HP just siphoned. The whole interrupt mechanics interesting, but I can't remember how many mechanics I could transfer between this character. But yeah, so it started with people just not paying any attention at work, and then stuff like that, and then people getting pissed off over small things that they brought upon themselves, and I'm like, bro, what do you want from me? Live life, I live life, I'm not go to college, play games all day, and do things normal teens do, but that's a bit of a lie. Just kind of funny, so talk about it that way, I suppose. Lasting consequences. Bonus damage to armor. I don't really care about any of these. They're kind of funny, but not like that great. I mean, it's 6 encounters. I don't know how many I have left until the boss. I don't know if those would actually matter. I don't need a shop yet, because I don't think I have enough cash to make it worthwhile. Well, I don't know. I'm not actually like decent at this game. But yeah, and then stuff like that just compounding and compounding. I'm like, wow, I am really pissed off. Between that and like everything else going on in life, I'm just like, I'm not having a good day. And that's fine. I think it's the bad days that make the good days. Hey, welcome back to another sad reality, I guess. That's life we're living in. Speaking of, I have no idea if the audio is good here. Is this way too loud? Surprised it might be. Gosh, I'll have to check that in a little bit. I love this game, but sometimes it can be a little bit loud, I suppose. And maybe I should re-record this entire thing, who knows. But I might as well give this my absolute best shot here. Oh, this boss sucks. See, in this game you just spam dash and everything just kinda works out. And my special doesn't travel fast enough for me to really get any use out of it, at least at long range. I think it takes slightly longer to hit the ground, but if I die in the first round, that's gonna be amazing. That's gonna give me a good excuse to go back and check the audio here.
Takes care of that.
Special inflicts more damage. Weak. Honestly, that's gonna be nice to keep me alive
I'm
here.
all worked up.
Fishy. Fishy, fishy.
Come to me, fishies.
Oh my god. I just got yoinked. That's the last time I played the game. So if it really is the bad days that make the good days good, then maybe we have more bad days, you know? Makes the good days good. Makes the good games good, at least. It's been first to play this, I'm enjoying this already. Hades 2, I think's got a lot of promise as well. I'm looking forward to that. Played a little bit of it as well. Not a ton, but very interesting mechanically. 5 minutes left on the speedrun timer. Did I hear Nemesis? Or no, that was the boon. Nemesis boon. Movement speed's funny. Chaos Gate. I don't really care about any of these. I'm not probably able to afford the Chaos Gate regardless. So what's something that, you know, adds to this level of just, like, life sucking? Well, you know when you have, like, friends that, like, care, but only, like, circumstantially? I guess it's kind of like what I think a lot of people consider friends nowadays. It's like, well, we're friends, but only because we play these games together. Well, we're friends because we met playing Dead by Daylight, but I don't really talk or do anything, or say hello, or it's been 3 years since we talked, and I'm like, well, are you really still friends? I don't know. Maybe that's overthinking a little bit too much.
To eat. Can't do that.
And we get a nice power up here.
Well, well.
Is this Theseus? No, Sisyphus. I don't remember any of this.
That's wonderful.
Can't tell.
Good choice.
Healing, I suppose.
Farewell then.
Never hurts. Yeah, the friends that enjoy stuff for that, I'm just like, well, they're probably around for attention or whatever, especially if you are a bit of a pseudo-influencer. So what do they have to gain from that? Well, I mean, I guess attention has, like, different values. It's like the difference between a $5 bill and a $10 bill. It's like some people's attention's worth a little bit more. Like, you could have, like, PewDiePie at your disposal for an entire day. Would you pick that or would you pick me? The answer's probably PewDiePie, unless you don't know who I'm talking about, or unless you really like me, I guess. Darkness. Oh, we gotta go for the elite. I always do it, because it's funny. Who do I want to anger? Let's be buddy with Zeus.
Congratulations, you made the right choice.
The right choice. That'll actually be sick with everything else I'm building here. I think Aphrodite had some heal stuff, maybe I'm thinking of Dionysus. Oh my god. Me creating my cast to this. There we go.
Nothing left here.
But the truth is,
Avoider blast. We could use the dash damage. And the weakness, just anything to stay alive at this point. Do I want to shop or do I want to grab HP? I'm gonna go for HP, honestly. Take another shot later, and I forgot the chest over there to the right. Should have probably missed that. So I might have probably missed like 8 million gold pots so far. Even if I die here, A, I get to check the audio, because it's probably garbage for the start of this run. I like
Hey,
to.
Redblood.
Imagine if the timer ticked down during this, that would suck. Character development in this game is actually deep, except for murder. So I love spamming the same voice line. Oh yeah. I'm surprised I haven't died yet. I'm not gonna like. Oh, nah. I was about to say, I'm not gonna regret saying that. I'm not gonna replenish them later if I make it to, what, the heaven within hell or whatever this thing's called. The smoky element. How dare you. Rage mode. I feel like this really sucks, man. Oh my gosh, there's so much going on. What I get for doing the 20 bosses. There we go. Not the worst thing in the world, I suppose. And 2 minutes 30 seconds to spare, we'll take it. Especially this being my first run back to the game, and on hell mode with like no iframes or whatever. The penalties of hell mode are forever. And I can't remember. But so we climbed out our first pit of hell, so I guess I'll move on to the next mini conversation topic here. Oh, you can make offering strength these up. That's cool. Did not recognize that. I didn't even use these. Oh, it's 1 for the assist.
Not now.
Can't re-equip that. Bonus damage while I'm at low health. Artemis is funny because the crit damage is actually insane. I know the dodge chance and move speed is actually really crazy as well. Quickly clear an encounter. I think speedrunners use that if I'm remembering correctly. What's always worse than having just a bad day? Well, if there's no one there to pick you up at the end of it, it just kind of sucks. For example, let's just go with this, doesn't hurt.
All set.
Imagine having a friend come up to you and being like, you know, we've worked on these things for a while, but I actually didn't really like it, I didn't really believe in it.
I have to
And,
give up one of my boons first.
I have to use Pool of Purging? I forgot this was a thing, I guess.
Coin.
Don't really need
Use the
that.
extra coin. Got it.
Yeah, it just sucks when like that happens, and I'm like, wow, we've known each other for this long, and you're only now kind of copping out of this, whatever. And even when those people are like, well, actually, it's been more than that, I dislike you. I'm like, wow, okay, that really sucks. I did so much for you. I set up this thing for your birthday, I did this for you, that, and if you can't blame me for calling this video like Limitless Wrath, you can imagine what you'd want to do after that. Plenty of not pleasant things, and not that I did any of those things, but it is to say, well, maybe don't do that to people, and maybe they won't feel so bad. That was a fishing spot there. Honestly, between this game and Enter the Gungeon, I don't even know which one I prefer at this point. I think both are, like, peak games. I love Enter the Gungeon. I'd say this one's probably, well, more mechanically unique, I'll say, and also maybe a bit of a higher skill cap, because Enter the Gungeon you can kind of memorize the attack patterns and stuff, which I might have done to a degree.
I'll save you from the magma fishes.
Wait for the white, wait for the white. I'll fall for the bait.
Bite this. Another crustacean.
I know the rarity I think is actually linked to your reaction speed here, so I never got the rare fish achievement because I didn't realize that. I had it tied to spacebar for the longest time, which on one of my computers takes a little bit longer to press for some reason. The keys like floppier, so if you set it to click or E or whatever, it's just a little bit better. Fun fact, I think. I could be totally misinformed, but hopefully that's just better accuracy to that. It'd be really funny if I talk about, like, if this run goes really well and I'm like, oh, I don't want to redo it, and talking's actually good, which it hasn't been, but I'm doing this without notes, so it's not awful so far. And, then the audio is just, like, absolutely garbage. I'm like, oh, that would suck. I had that a limitless rage. Things that piss me off, though. What's another thing? Politics, for example. Everyone knows how much that's sucked lately. Can't say I recommend that in any degree. I won't talk about that either, though. Here's one. If you say you make 18 bucks an hour, it's not actually 18, because the government comes in and takes their little snippet of that cash, you know? I will say I'm very lucky to have a job, and lucky to have everything I do have, but in retail having to deal with people you do have to deal with, it's like, could you at least, like, not take that much of your money, you know? I think, oh, that's 18 bucks, I worked hard for that. I have to, like, please people that are pretty awful people, and I imagine being in Congress, it's kind of like the exact same thing, but they're also on, like, 8 million life support meds, because they're dying from old age and memory loss or something. Kind of like this, because it's like having ideas for a video and then just not talking about anything or not pretending to be pissed off enough.
Okay.
Need to be more mad, need to be angry. Rah. We'll do these and then take the Erebus gate, I think.
Let me in.
Let's see what we got.
Remember not to get too nervous, boy.
I'm nervous.
Let's see if I've still got it.
The trick here, probably stay to the outside. There we go. Worth it. Playing it a little bit scary.
No problem.
Do I want to do the elite? Not really. I just want to run through this. Need to make some of that time back I lost earlier. And Hermes is kind of funny. I don't think his perks are that game changing unless you do like a full Hermes build. Maybe I'm totally wrong though. Yeah, I'm more of an Artemis crit RNG fan. What am I doing? Where's the Welcome to the gun though, where you just spam the special every now and then dash between everything, and that's the game, I guess. Something else to note about this game, I think there were passes that kind of proved that like certain inputs like breaking pots and stuff would actually influence the RNG in this game, so it is theoretically possible to have a perfect speedrun, perfect RNG. Well, that's if you just manipulate it perfectly. Even like walking into walls would be part of the run, I think. 75% bonus damage is actually pretty crazy. Use my studio options for doors. That looks like it. We take the healing, like always. I don't know how if I've built out the entire thing, but the gems are there. If you do want to build more of the whatever this game has that needs building, then I'm having my congressional moment of memory loss here.
You're mine.
I just didn't see those enemies there and I ran right into them.
Okay.
There's a pot down here.
That'll
Oh,
keep
that's
me alive.
sick. Skeletal Lure's funny, I remember farming those, because it's the items and stuff. Honestly, let's go for more health, why not? Screw it. I'll use more health. Especially when it's free like that. Like your free health. And the boss. You know, it's like to be thrown away though. Just be like told that, you know, you were not wanted, you were not worth anything, whatever. Or more or less to have it happen the same, from like the same person multiple times, even after whatever happens in life. I'm just like, wow, that really sucks. That feeling hurts. And that's something else that kind of pisses me off to no end. When you can like do your absolute best to help teach things to people and be patient and see things through the end, and then see zero return on that investment. So it's a bit of a businessy way to look at it though. But you know, it's great taking out anger on a bone surface living in lava in the middle of nowhere. So I think this boss is a bit of a takeover, maybe it's just me. I don't know if I just got the bunny head, that makes this a little bit too easy to do that as well. I say that and I'm losing a little life here, it's gonna be the lava of anything. It's gonna be awful. There we go. Wow, 4 HP, that's crazy. We take it. No more winter need.
That's all the heads. Nice.
And 5 minutes to spare, so we're not running too low on time here. I don't know if we've actually made time up or how that works. Get that. Call of Hades Aid, Invisible. Boons become stronger. I know the Acorn's really nice. I think I'll probably save that to the very end, because I honestly fully suspect to lose. Maybe I just keep the Spike's power, because honestly it's kind of funny. It's very general. Moving faster is nice. Techman's Chain Lightning. I could always switch this for something else. I think I have to. If I want to reroll now.
This is there.
Dash deals damage, inflicting weak. That's a really good one though. Honestly, I have no idea what I want to do with this. Bonus damage from movement speed. I think I'm gonna get rid of this. We're gonna have to get rid of one boon here. Restoring 8% is nice. Honestly, that's gonna be pretty huge for this. Bonus damage. For being back to this game and haven't played it in like a year or something, I'm pretty happy with this so far for a run, especially on Hell mode. Heat 12 is nothing too crazy, but I'm happy with this. Especially if we're talking about sad stuff like being thrown away and all that. Because that's life, I guess. But hopefully it doesn't have to be. Any advice there? Well, pick the right people, I guess, to hang out with, and well, maybe. It's not like you can't stop it from happening, but at the very least, you do have some impact over how you treat those people and how you resolve things to the best of your ability. I don't think there's ever going to be a perfect interaction in life. Where's the last enemy? There he is. There's the boy. What I like about this is you can always finish them with the special, so a bunch of damage early on, finish them with the special if you're able to line that up well. I'm just spraying a bunch of bullets. What is this enemy in a nutshell? All my casts, that's fantastic. There's a bunch of health, I guess. I don't even know how much I started with there. Dash does damage and pushes them away. Not bad. I'll take it, I suppose. I'll take this just because healing potential, and I'm probably end up losing HP. Especially considering how much time I have left in the run. I think I don't think I get an HP back from that. Lose more, I think. Yeah, almost broke even. Yeah, the challenge here is aiming, honestly, because apparently for some reason I'm missing all these, but they are smaller enemies, so it kind of makes sense. For whatever reasons, I suppose. Although if I was just talking about another gun, I should probably know how to play this game a little better. Aiming, focusing on the character, and dodging and beating, and everything else in between, I suppose. One of the gimmicks I really like in this game, though, is how you can use the traps to your advantage. And you can kind of do the same thing on the gun, but it doesn't have the same feel to it at all. But, what this game does have is a plot line where you get revenge and make the most of your situation, and I like that. And I think that fits this not really great story very well. Special damage is increased significantly. What do I want to go for here? Chain lightning's great. So I can spam dash, honestly.
Anything I need. Should help keep me going.
Big fan of all those. We got Zeus and Kratos, or wrong game, I suppose. You know what I think's worse than just being thrown away, though? Being thrown away by, like, super important people that you've known for a while, and not just that even. Like, the idea of, hey parents, I don't want to do college anymore because it hasn't really worked out, and they're like, well, that sucks. Yes, we're not going to treat you very well, and a lot of stuff will happen, and I'm like, okay, that's okay. When they work numbers, money, and college, and stuff that I don't really want, I guess. Not that I didn't want to go to college before all of it, it's just, well, I feel like I didn't get anything out of it. Oh, I always love Cluster Bomb. I literally never say no to that.
Beware the adamant rail.
Did I hear something else pop up in the background? No. Thought I heard like a chest pop open. Like for a sneeze. This is like Cluster Bomb is actually just silver. You can, yeah, that's a crazy Cluster Bomb moment. I'm so glad I took that. That's a nice one. The call's funny. I can't remember how to use call. Well, that's F. I've done that forever. Boring little bit. I'll take this just because I plan on doing a longer run. Probably like a health-based run, kind of. There's the Erebus Gate. Sure, let's just do a full health run. Why not? With the Hydrolites and everything we're stacking here. I don't know if that's a valid build or not. It's probably the worst thing in the world, so it becomes actually 5k, my damage is going to be like negative. One thing is that having Cluster Bomb helps with is not needing to aim. Yeah, college is fun. I like meeting people and talking to people. Turns out if you're a computer engineer, you can be an extrovert too. Kind of rare, I suppose. But I enjoy talking to people, meeting people, and the professors, oh my gosh, I hated there were so many people that I met, and I'm like, well, you only really were here for, not for the students, not for teaching, none of this, it's just for whatever else, getting paid or something. I'm like, that, maybe you should be a professor. I have some amazing professors, though. Like Calculus 3, for example, this guy was fantastic, phenomenal. Some of the other ones, too, absolutely thought they were fantastic. Would never complain. Bonus summon. I might use that. I'm probably gonna spam all those at the very end. If I can spam. I don't even know if I can read them in the same instance. I hope so. What do I get for this? Oh, I can replenish the Death Defiances, and there's the Jerky.
Someday.
I remember these now.
Don't mind at all, but
You have my...
Because if I can't replenish, this is already maxed. Hydrolite, I don't really need it at the moment, because mine is already pretty high. We're gonna go for the damage. I don't really want to fight an elite, so we're going for the key. Well, that makes my life easy, and free health.
on me.
Amazing. I will go for another Demeter boon. Is it Demeter or Demeter? Remember when I was younger, they said Demeter. I think I've said Demeter more recently though. Imagine if instead of getting one of these, you would get two, and they could like split and multiply, and you need to kill all those. And they'd die. The regen part. Hopefully you can't hear the clicking, because sometimes I just hold down to do that, sometimes I click when I'm doing this, just I feel like it's a little easier to time the specials with it. Do like the dash shot.
Of coin.
I'm gonna do this, honestly, just because I feel like the chill effect is so amazing. These are funny. I don't need that. I don't really need that. I honestly, well, it's... I can do this, and then I can go trap after. Let's get cluster bomb for the clear. Well, instead of meeting college other than professors, well, some friends of mine I still talk to, not really as much, but that was cool, I guess, having friends for a little bit. Different people, different backgrounds, and different experiences, different skill sets too, which I think is really cool. First shot of the run, oh yeah. And I can't do the funny stealing thing or whatever. I can't remember what it is. I know there's a fight against this guy at some point.
Should come in useful.
Take 10%. Oh, that's sick. Sick and twisted. Twizzlers. Like these two. These are besties.
Swear something.
I can't really think of anyone I talk to on a daily basis from college. Not really. I don't really keep them around. And I thought I didn't keep them around, but I just didn't really talk with them. I hate this fight so much. See, I hate that too. It seems like spam the Hades stuff. I will say the Minotaur I think is a little easier to kill off the bat. Might just knock Theseus out here. I think I said Theseus earlier when I was talking about Sisyphus. I'm kind of ready. He's like in this game at least. Demeter, go crazy, go crazy. Massive vortex. I'm glad that we got Theseus out of the way. I feel like this guy's a bit of a quick over by comparison. I say that and I remember that I'm targeting me, although no basic attack. Oh my gosh, and then that happens too, jeez. I recommend college, only I guess if you want to put money in and you think you need the skills from it. I don't think there's really much to gain outside that though. If you already have the skills, then don't go to college, pursue that job that you want out of college, out of high school. There's no reason to really pay for something you already have, and I felt like, at least in the computer space, I didn't really gain anything out of college, but more importantly, I just wasn't enjoying it, so I feel like none of the professors were really in it for teaching or anything really worthwhile, I suppose. But I think it's very sad. Keeping this, which one do I want to purge?
No thanks.
I like the dash. I like the haste as well, because I get the bonus speed, or the bonus damage from that. I think I'm gonna get rid of the dash for now.
That. Bad time to be a little short of coin.
I get rid of another one. I can. One
I'll
Death
just take
Defiance,
this one.
please.
I'm almost out of here. Thank you.
And then one RNG trip and a half later. It's been a fast run. I'm going back quickly. I like
Just
it.
got to get through Cerberus up there.
Diamond down there. What, Aphrodite, Zeus. Zeus is 150. I can go for the coins here, get a Zeus, or I can go straight for this. Honestly, I might not do the heart if I don't have to. I know I'm going for a bit of a health though, kind of, but oh my gosh, this is so bad. So good. You think that this would, like, both of them be the same for this too, for example, because of how close range all this is. Oh my god, fix the poison beast. I'm gonna die, it's gonna be the worst part of this. I haven't even really told everything I wanted to say. I also didn't think I really had too much to say, it's just like, well, some days are awful and that's light. Is it worth really losing it over? No, but I see it happen for a lot of people. A lot of people go down the angry routes in life, and it is not something I recommend. I think it's a good time to be angry too, especially when stuff does happen and it's not the best. But not worth ruining a life over, not worth ruining friendships over, not worth losing a Death Defiance over. Oh my. Keep trying to dash to the corner that I literally can't, and still stabbing spacebar like I can. This is why I should have put damage right here. This exact moment. This game, if I remember correctly, also had some like speedrunning controversy or something, or like someone cheated. But I feel like that happens literally
Aphrodite won't
in
mind.
every speedrunning community, especially if the game is as sick as this one.
Got to find
Think of the
something
fame,
for Cerberus.
you beat Hades with all this crazy stuff. Also, I have no idea what person I'm picking up. I just see like Duo and these other ones, and I'm like, you know what? It's probably good. It's probably good enough. I'm gonna buff up. It's not. I'm buffing out with this poison oak glitches. This is why picking from a bunch of gods always helps out, because you get those duo flavors up in here. Those are actually pretty game changing, but it is also kind of heavy RNG based if you're looking for that. Unless you bring the funny items that kind of let you guarantee getting a god or increase the chances of finding specific gods. I'm sure someone's on a build for that. Especially with how many people have played this game. What's the best way to handle anger? I don't know. I think everyone's kind of got some form of release in some way or another. I remember I played a lot of Beat Saber during COVID, not because I was angry or anything, but because I just enjoyed it, and it was a great way to get out excess energy, help me sleep a little bit better. And for whatever reason, I think that also helped my allergies, because my allergies suck. But just moving around, getting up, doing stuff, that would seem to help out a good bit. So I would recommend that, and I assume there's some actual reason for it, not that I could figure out. Or rationalize my way through without sounding like an idiot. This is my last death performance. It's gonna come on the wire, I'm feeling. And I wish I had the Athena stuff literally just like deflect the traps, because it'd be really funny. I think the thing also made my cluster bombs a little bit larger. Whatever I picked up too, I think. Oh my god. What part too is I want to sneeze since like my allergies. Big timer. Absolute cinema. This one's like the YouTuber where you just talk about random stuff, random catchphrases, and do all this. Hopefully my videos won't be this garbage in the future. I don't know if we're gonna go back to notes or not. I just know today I wasn't really feeling it, and sure a lot happened today, but I'm also kind of over it at the exact same time for one reason or another. Speaking of over it, my health's like almost over, like the game's almost over. Build is actually pretty crazy. That's where the gate is. Okay, so I've got 9 minutes to kill Hades. I still find the bag of goat, whatever.
Got to keep pushing.
I might find a Death Defiance, so I'm actually not going to pick that up quite yet. Don't want to do the elite. If I can avoid it, that would be fantastic. So I get a Death Defiance back. Oh, so close. See, I tried so hard to remember that. I always grab these too if my game would unfreeze itself here. Hello, game. Did I do something? Game, hello? I'll take 4 out of that, and let's try relaunching it. Hopefully my audio hasn't been absolute doo-doo so far. Hopefully the run numbers where it left off. I'm like, I gotta always finish the run here. Did I say in the first video that I would finish the story and then Rare finish the gameplay? Yes. But I think I can get here, especially when I'm talking about dads and stuff. Please tell me I saved. Please save. Please have saved. It did. I'm so glad. 920. Buy both of these. Yeah, having a father figure in your life, I think, is kind of important. Having both parents would be even better. I think it's something just about, like, the leadership fathers have and put in our lives. I don't know. Like, as a guy, it's like, oh hey, you mirror the things your dad does when you're super young, because, well, I mean, you don't have a brother anyways. Ah, that's so sad. Dang it. Assuming, you know, he's doing cool things and whatever, or he's around. This one was unfortunate enough to have that. Because not everyone does.
That stupid Hydra, at least.
Yeah, Hades, great game, great story. I'd recommend it. Having parents is important. Trying to be angry, trying to be too angry. But if you are, maybe take it out on enemies in a video game and not on people, I guess. Would I recommend working in retail? Maybe not, if you don't have the patience for it. But some days it is, you know, it's pretty good. You gotta talk to coworkers, hang around, stuff happens, life moves on. Yeah, thanks for coming back to another random story. Well, this one was definitely not as coherent as I would have liked it to be. And I hope the audio was decent enough, otherwise I'm gonna redo this, so we'll see. All that said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow night, I suppose.